No empty burial spot. I just made one. Have you not actually built it? Oh, you haven't actually dug the hole yet. Okay, well, that's one more thing on your list. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Going Medieval here in the Kingdom of Dave, where everyone's having a bit of a well-deserved nap after doing an extensive amount of gardening. We've got our garden plots outlined here. We're starting to grow our own food, which is welcome. I'd like to look at a couple of things. The game is heartily encouraging me to build up my defenses, and I'm inclined to agree. I'd also like to get a bit of mining down. We've got what is very obviously some iron ore over here, and what appears to be some clay on this side. I'd like to get into the concept of moving underground a little. At bare minimum, it's going to be a little bit cooler down there. We don't have any ability right now to preserve our food or keep it cool or keep it refrigerated in any way, so moving it underground where it's just going to be naturally cooler might keep our food going for a little bit longer. Where are we at on research right now? How many of the chronicles do we have? Just 10. Ooh, all right. Got a lot to do here. We could get into preserving some food, which would get us smoked meat, which would be excellent. That'll, I assume, keep for a little bit longer, but I'd like to get into clay and stone and smelting and that kind of thing. Everyone's going to be frantically gardening for a while, which is totally fine. I want the food growing. I'd rather they were out here doing it, but I'm going to start to outline a couple of things. I'm going to get them going on what is effectively a mining pit. I'm going to start it here. It'll go down 2 levels. Then we'll get a set of stairs going down there, and then we'll keep moving on from there. And that little bit alone should get us a little bit of iron ore, which would be good. I'd also like to think about starting some kind of wall around the place. Where are we at on food right now? We've got a little bit of raw meat, some roasted meat. Okay, that'll keep us going for a little bit. Healing kits and some ale. We don't know how to make ale yet, and that is declining sooner than I would like it to be. Research, where do we go for that? Brewing. Okay, that actually only needs 15 of the chronicles. We're almost there. Maybe what am I growing? Flax, cabbages, beets, and carrots. It's going to take me, I believe, the barley to get the ale. Go back to research for a sec. I want to look at that again. What can we make? We can make ale. Okay. We could make beer. Maybe that's barley. I'm not sure how beer works. And rough wine. What would we make rough wine out of? These berries? Like the red currants? You make wine out of that? I'm not sure. We may make a jump to brewing before the other stuff. I'm going to mess with some people's jobs here. I'd actually like to get the mining going sooner rather than later. Is there anyone who's particularly good at it? Eric, you're competent at it. Tafina, not so much. And Boyd, our new member here, you're okay. Why don't you be 2 on that, and you can be 2 on that, Boyd. Let's see if we can get that started. Yeah, Boyd and Eric are into the mining now. Tafina's still overdoing some gardening. That's fine. I think I'm going to start to outline the beginnings of some walls. I'm just not sure how it's going to go or where we might eventually expand to. So this is going to be tentative at best, and I may not even have the resources to do this. But let's get some walls going over here like that, and then maybe a little bit more. There's no way I'm going to have the resources for this. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Put 1 door in here like that, and then call me when you're done with all that nonsense. I'll figure something else out. I'm also getting a little bit of a pop-up that our food reserves are low. How about we hunted that deer, and then on our campfire, let's make, if we can, if we've got the resources, no we don't, a few more meals. Okay, maybe we should harvest some of these red currants here. Not cut, but actually harvest those, please. And speaking of not having resources and cutting things down, let's earmark some more trees to be chopped down. That is a heck of a lot for them to be getting on with. I've just given them an abundance of tasks for 4 people to try and finish. We'll see what they can do. It looks like they're like 2/3 of the way through the gardening. What is this one again? This is the flax. I want to set up just a small field for, well, something else. What have we got? The flax, the carrots, the beets, barley. That is definitely ale right there. Let's just get a small-ish barley field like that. In terms of defense, all I've got right now is the wooden merlons and the stick traps. What I don't know is how clever my own settlers are going to be about avoiding traps, because I'd be inclined to just put one right in front of the front door here. But I have no idea if they're just going to run over it every single time. I'm going to, I don't know, tentatively put one down there and see what happens. I don't really know where the merlons go. Do they go on top of these things? Or, like, below them? Like, do I put them here? Or do I put them up here? It seems like they should go up here. That would be the sensible thing in my mind. If you're going to have people trying to climb the walls, I'd want to put a few of these guys up here. I'm going to just put a line of them here. I'm sure I put them in entirely the wrong place. I'm sure somebody is going to come along and say, wow, you're a complete idiot about merlons. Where was your merlon education when you were in school? I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm going to leave 2 empty there. And then I'm going to do a line of them here. Again, I do not have the materials to be doing this nonsense. Reason I'm leaving that empty is I want to put up another set of walls here, and a wooden floor here, like that. And then I want to put a staircase up like this. I want this to be a little guard post. So one of my archers could come up here and shoot at people if they're trying to get in what will eventually be the front door. I mean, the wall is useless at this point because anyone can get around it. But, you know, hope springs eternal. I feel I've put the merlons on backwards. I feel the bracy part should probably be facing this way. I think I've completely bungled that. Nobody is particularly surprised by that information, but these merlons, I'm going to try and put these ones on what I somewhat feel is the right way round. So that's not that way, that way. That's what I'd like to see there. Put those guys on there and then call me when you're done. I'll figure out something else for you to do. How's the mining coming, kids? Oh, pretty good, actually. Not bad at all. I think we might... Do I want to go down another layer? Or do I want to just dig right through these iron nuggets? I mean, they're right there. It's kind of a shame to waste them. I think I will. Let's just get these dug out like that. And then maybe one more like that. And that can kind of be, I'm going to say, the entrance to the mine, maybe? We'll see how it goes. I'm going to deconstruct my merlons here. Because I just feel they're wrong. I just feel I've done them 100% incorrectly here. So deconstruct all of these. We're going to put them back on again. Oh, at least they come down pretty quick. That's good. I think they're backwards, and that's probably not good for defense. Yeah, we're losing some meat here. Roasted meat has rotted. Roasted meat has rotted. I did see we got the deer. The deer exists. Eric, who's good at cooking around here? I have someone who's good at that. Eric, it is you. Eric, could you please concentrate on actually getting that deer chopped up, and we could possibly cook some of that. I know I've got a lot on your cards right now. We're outgrowing the barley. We haven't even touched the other field yet. Boyd is just frantically digging up everything he can see, and my merlons are all wrong. So I know there's a lot going on in the colony today. P.S. I'm going to put up banners as well, because it's important that we have banners around here. So one there and one there. Well, I did see Princeton just walked back and forth across the trap and did not trigger it, so hopefully they're fairly smart about those things and won't trigger our own traps. If that works out, maybe I'll just outline a bunch of them all along the wall. I have no idea what the next raid is going to look like. The first one we got through relatively fine, somewhat unscathed. We did okay with that. But I can only imagine it being a colony builder, it's only going to get worse from here. And this game is all about defense and stability, and people are going to show up with trebuchets, and it's going to get very, very bad all the time. So I'd like to make sure we're as prepared as we can be. Let's get another deer earmarked too. I think food is going to start to become a limiting factor sooner rather than later, especially when we get into summer. That obviously means it's going to be hotter, and I'm sure the food will go bad more quickly. Brinston, you got this, man. You are all over this like a cheap suit. You are just hunting the heck out of that deer. Oh, the deer fell in a hole. Don't let that distract you. Now you're on the high ground. Obi-Wan taught us if you're on the high ground, you win everything. So come on, Brinston. There you go, man. Not sure I ever earmarked any graves for the guys we killed. I should probably do that. I'm sure the gang doesn't really appreciate the dead bodies lying around. So let's put a few graves over there. And who's not doing anything really, really, really important? You're all doing really, really important things. Tafina, what are you doing? You are... What are you doing? Tafina, come here. You're hungry. Okay, could you take a moment to actually just bury this guy? No empty burial spot. I've just made one. Have you not actually built it? Oh, you haven't actually dug the hole yet. Okay, well, that's one more thing on your list. Now, the mine is being opened up quite nicely. In fact, they're really kind of almost done with that. So I'm going to set a staircase up here so they can get down to the next level. I know I don't have enough wood. I've got that. I've got a bunch of trees earmarked. Just that everyone is busy doing other things. Tafina's getting some food in, which is good. Brinston's still working over here in the garden. I probably just made way too many plots. It's probably just too much for them to be doing right now, and especially where the food's not going to keep well. You know what? They're almost basically done with it. It kind of seems silly to get rid of it now, but I would like to get people on tree chopping because we are basically out of wood. Who's somewhat competent at doing that? Is that harvesting? No, that is cut plants. Yeah, chopping trees. There we go. Yeah, you're all kind of meh priority on that. Ooh, Brinston, you'd actually be pretty good at that. You'd be very good. You are... Where's your growing skill? Yeah, you're actually pretty good at the whole gardening thing right now, as well as being an ace hunter. And now you're up to level 14, even better. Are you going off to chop trees? Thank goodness, we can finally get some wood going on around here. Yeah, still running out of raw meat to make any new food. What else could we be hunting around here? There's a bunch of rabbits. Could get into that. Ah, here we go. There's more vital stock down here. Get that deer hunted. Settlers are exhausted. Well, then go to bed. Don't whine to me about it. I've given you perfectly good lumps of hay to sleep on. Just go ahead and go to bed. I'm feeling better about my merlons. I think they look more the right way round at this point. Obviously, we have no wood to finish them off, but I'm feeling better about the way they look. When they get that whole orchard area chopped down, I'm going to outline another section of wall. And did we get, okay, 2 more cubes to go on the mine, and they've been hauling some materials to the stairs. They just haven't built it yet. Fair enough. Boyd, you're going to be able to take a break from mining in the reasonably near future. We're going to go do some other things right now. Eric has run out of wood again. There's some more over here, man. And you can have these sticks if you want them. Oh, and there's deer right in the garden. It's just a shame not to grab these guys. If for no other reason, I don't want them nibbling on our beets or our carrots. So, Brinston, you're basically on kill everything duty. Why don't you get in on that? Did we ever get the stairs done, kids? Yeah, we did. Okay, do I want to start outlining some more? Yeah, there goes Brinston. Brinston loves hunting deer. Just all about that. Any deer in the area, he is more than happy to go put a few arrows in. Come on, give me another shot here, Brinston. Show me what you got. Okay, that was not as good as your previous efforts. Well, you go off and run off into the woods with the deer. Now, Boyd's in on it, too. Boyd's decided to take a few shots at this other deer. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that one was Brinston. Yeah, no, sorry, Boyd. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Brinston just snagged that one from you. Brinston's just better at it, man. That's why we hired him. Okay. We've gotten over most of the obscene large amount of things that I wanted people to do. So I think we can maybe get back on track a little bit with the walls. Maybe? I mean, they have cut down quite a few trees. Brinston's working on another one, so there is some wood over there somewhere. What if we did like a wooden door here? And then we kept the whole wall idea going like this. So give me some more walls down there. And then even some more if you can handle it, guys. And now I'm just going to waste a bunch of wood by walling off the entrance to the mine only because I want to. I think it'll just look neat if we have an actual real defined entrance to our mining area. So right up to there. Do I need to do this? Absolutely not. This is a complete 100% waste of wood. I mean, maybe. If we end up having living areas and production areas down there, probably it shouldn't be wide open. I mean, it's going to rain in there, right? Now, are you going to let me do a roof like this? No. Could I do it like that? No. Okay, get rid of that. We'll just do a wooden floor up there then. That'll be fine. What are these floors? Wicker? Okay. I could see a wicker floor there. Yeah. Let's do it, because that's just sticks. I've got sticks. It doesn't have to be a fancy floor. It just has to be a floor. But they're not going to be able to reach this little bit in here, probably because there's a whole bunch of nothing right underneath them, so they can't sort of stand on the floor and do it. Okay, I can fix that too, temporarily anyway. I'll put a quick staircase up here, and then when they're done with that, I'll just take the staircase down. We've got enough chronicles. We can research something now. There's so many things I want. I don't know if it makes sense for me to go to brewing, because I don't think we have anything we can brew yet. We're growing some stuff, but not right now. I think preserving food has got to be a solid choice. Yeah, I think let's unlock preserving food. That's just got to be sensible. It's got to be. So that's going to give me what exactly? The smokehouse. Okay. A smokehouse. Oh, it's quite a big smokehouse, too. What if we put that sort of outside in the garden here? Seems like a sensible spot for it. Somebody get one of those made. And then we probably want to go ahead and, I don't know, shoot a few rabbits while we're in the neighborhood. Now, Eric got the smokehouse done. Now, what do we do with this exactly? Oh, no, you haven't quite got it done. You're at 86% on that. You just went in to have a snack. You know, if you get the smokehouse done, you'll have an even better sack. Brinston comes in to finish it. Brinston, this is pretty much all about you, isn't it? This colony's really leaning on you. All right, so smoked meat, fantastic. What happens if I do this? We can use raw meat, not humans right now, and we can use any fuel. Great, I've got a lot of sticks, so super. How about we try to make 10? Is that a good amount of smoked meat? Can't be a bad amount. Go ahead and make 10 smoked meat, please. Oh, yeah, this is starting to look good here. I think we can completely dismantle the staircase. They've got everything done up there. Oh, sorry, Tafina. I kind of caught you out of position there up on the roof. It's fine. You'll figure out what you need to do there. And then those last sections of wall. Again, do I need to do this? Absolutely not. Does it please me aesthetically? Darn right it does. How are the walls coming over here? I'd like to duplicate my little sort of guard towery thing here. What's all? Oh, it's all the berries that we pulled out. The red currants. Okay. Let's get, again, over here, that, and then a staircase like this. And then just for somewhere to stand, we'll put, actually, we don't really need the wood floor, do we? We can just do a wicker floor. That'll work out fine. You get all of that done, and then we'll get back into merlon duty. So if I wanted to get the kids back into mining, how do I think that would go down? Okay, so we're down here now. That's the bottom of the staircase right there. If we wanted to sort of head in this direction, not that direction, but like this, go ahead and get that done. I'm probably going to have to put in a staircase for you at some point, but see what you can do with that. Actually, now that I say that, are you even going to be able to get in there? My answer is maybe. My answer is you will if I kind of bring this out a little bit like this. Oh, Boyd's in there. Boyd figured it out. Okay, well, Boyd, good job, I guess. Seeing as the settlers don't seem to set them off, I'll put another stick trap down there, and then I guess some more merlons. I'll largely wait for the comment section to tell me I've done my merlons wrong, but I don't know, they look pretty if nothing else. Can never have enough merlons around the place, that's what I say. I decorate almost exclusively in merlons. Get that to go all the way over there. Again, I am 100% winging this wall. I don't know how big the colony needs to be. I don't know what we're going to need to expand to, but hey, we can always tear it all down. And P.S., you can have that clay and hunt a couple of those rabbits, because the smoked meat thing is on the table. Speaking of wicker, I've got a zillion sticks. Why don't I just make these guys a nice little wicker floor for their room. They probably hate their rooms right about now. So get that to go. What? Okay, go there. Fine. Now go down. No, don't go down there. Go there. Okay. May as well get them, try and pretty the place up a little bit. I'm sure they absolutely hate their rooms. But let's get this to go down here and like that. Should probably do the same around here. Let's get that to go like that, and then another little bit of wicker can go. Do I want to walk on wicker? No, I do not. But these guys might. And while I'm in here, we should probably maybe have a torch in a completely wooden building with wicker floors. Thankfully, I looked at the developer's roadmap and know that fire and flammability is not here right now. It's coming, but it's not here right now, so I'm going to be a little more confident about putting torches down on a wicker floor in a wooden building. Now, Boyd's got most of the next level of the mine dug out, so I'm going to start to get, well, another staircase down here. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get to that last bit. So let's get a staircase to go like this. That'll get him down to the next level, and then Boyd can continue with his work. What am I doing down here in the mine? No idea, but it seems like, well, I can store food down there because it'll be a little bit cooler. In the event of a really big attack, it could be sort of a safe room. We could run to there, force anyone coming in into a bit of a choke point. Might work out a little better for us. Mostly I just like carving down into the earth and seeing what lives there. Bare minimum, got a lot of resources. Can't do anything with them yet, but we've got a lot of resources. That is probably an excellent place to call it on Going Medieval for today. The wall has begun. We're going to kind of try to define the colony and say, we live here, please don't come in. P.S. We put some stick traps out front, and I've got tiny little guard posts that may or may not have any effect. Started digging the mine out. I like that. We've got smoked meat. It's summer. Great. Now is the time to build underground storage. Good news, Going Medieval. I'm one step ahead of you. That is an excellent place to call it on Going Medieval for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of Going Medieval. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up to end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know when those alarm company advertisements say, somebody's the victim of a robbery every 11 seconds? It's these guys. It's the Powells. They are, in fact, the victim of a robbery every 11 seconds because, me. Pablo here is looking for a little favor. Little financial favor from El Devo Magnifico. Citizens Tropico, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program.